and they have us wondering if, like for instance, the example, another example that comes to mind is Vice President Mike Pence. I don't know about you, but I completely did not see that coming. I was so shocked and so saddened by the way that situation played out, because he served in the whole 4 years, and many of us didn't know until, gosh, January 6th, when that whole thing played out, when he made the decisions that he did, that many of us were very disappointed with. In the end, God worked it for good in the end, because there was a lot of exposure of things that probably would not have been exposed had it not worked out that way. But the point is, he portrayed himself to be this hardcore Republican and patriot, and he was really strongly supportive, of the military, and he seemed to be very devoted to President Trump and all that, and it just turned out, it ended in a way that was very shocking, and many of us just did not see that coming. We were deceived, and that's really the bottom line. With Mike Pence, it looked in the end, there was a what appeared to be it gave the appearance that he was actually more in alignment with the radical left in the end. But gosh, I personally did not see that coming at all. So, but in this second time around, as our Republican Party has occupied the White House, to our surprise, there has been no big fight that has been expected. Our MAGA base has we were excited, and we anticipated that our current Republican Party would just right away, they would just start going after the deep state, and there would be all these people, put in prison, like many of the leaders of the Democratic Party and some of the intelligence agencies. We are seeing Brennan, some good things happening there, but it's very discouraging when you see James Comey get off the way he did, and nobody is enforcing anything to try to bring these situations to justice. And there's been no arrests, in this regard. We do see some really good things happening internationally, but I just really hope that our government, our current government, that they go after these deep state criminals that are actually truly the problem for us, the average American people. This is the problem, and this will destroy this nation. After Trump leaves the White House, if this isn't not dealt with, then all the good stuff that's going on, that they're doing and they're accomplishing right now, it's going to be for nothing if these people are not dealt with, honestly. Because I have a feeling it has to do with the mothership, the CIA, who is controlling everything. I have a feeling that it's all really connected to that, but it needs to be dealt with. So we hope to see the same level of resolve that they have gone after this international criminality. With that same resolve, I hope that they go after these, some of these within the deep state that are, they're basically high-profile criminals, and there shouldn't be any kind of argument. This should be straightforward, because the criminality ran very deep, especially with the Biden, Joe Biden and Hunter Biden, and they've not been arrested. Especially, I could see Joe Biden, possibly them somehow manipulating and him getting off, but Hunter Biden, that should be a given. Also, James Comey should be a given, and the Clintons. So Also, like the intelligence agencies, there's been no accountability for the felonies that they are committing as they violate our constitutional rights, such as our First Amendment rights. The intelligence agencies are violating those rights at a pretty high level. Um, our rights to privacy, our freedom of speech, we are targeted because they're not being enforced, and these intelligence agencies are not being held accountable for violating that. They're committing felonies when they violate those rights. At times for some of us, and myself included here, breaking and entering into our homes with no warrants, and I have proof of that. I'm in California, so we're here in California. Some have said that the Chinese Communist Party is running California, and it sure looks like it to me.